Welcome, movie friends. This is Mike with another movie and a beer. Beer. And no. It is not the wonderful surugabe, although it is just minutes later. I just finished the surugabe. No, for this movie, we are going with probably one of my favorites. Are in terms of countries, I love Belgian beers, and I have a nice Belgian beer here. I don't know if it's nice. I don't think I've had this before. It's called Prior, and it is a triple beer. It looks very nice. Again, I'm too lazy to get a cup because it's hot. Maybe you can see I'm very hot. No air conditioner. This one is 9%. Wow, 9% alcohol. That is really quite high. And it has some coriander and orange. So a little coriander and some orange blended in here. It looks like it's supposed to be made by an abbey, so monks. Monks, actually, a lot of the good beers or Belgium beers are made by monks. They have nothing else to do all day except make beer, I guess, and pray. They pray and they make beer. So let's give it a sip. Yeah, you can. My face is getting a little red already. This is nice. This is nice. It's not as dark and heavy as the suruga that I just had. It actually is really quite refreshing. It still has kind of a nice darkness or deepness to the flavor, um, but it's still quite refreshing. It's still very bubbly to it, which is quite nice. Um, but the coriander and orange, I don't get coriander and orange. I don't. Mm. Yeah, maybe a little bit of the on like the back end. So the aftertaste after you swallow, you I got a little bit, but not really quite a lot. But still a very nice kind of refreshing beer. One more time, prayer. I get no money for this. I just enjoy it. All right, so today's movie is. I have to read this. It's in Japanese. Kaito no minion dai dai da so. It's the new Despicable Me movie, so it's Despicable Me 3. Um, just last week, I went back to Hiroshima for kind of a very short summer vacation. And while I was there, my nieces and nephew, uh, they were also there. And it's become kind of a tradition that, summer vacation and winter vacation, when we're all in Hiroshima, I take them to go see a movie. So I took one of my nieces and my nephew to go see the new Despicable Me film. Actually, there was kind of a debate about if we would go see Despicable Me or if we would go see the what is it? Merito Mahono Hana or something like that. Um, which is kind of like a Ghibli. I don't, how do you say that? Ghibli. I don't know. Movie, which looks really good, except that I hate Seikai no Owari, so I really don't want to see the film because I don't want to have to listen to Seikai no Owari. horrible crap. Luckily, we went to go see Minions. Are not Minions. That's what they call it Minions. I think most people call it Minions because everyone loves Minions, and I think once again, the best part of this film, the Minions. Um, the whole film series has been pretty good so far. I think the first Despicable Me film was really good, very entertaining. I enjoyed it a lot. The second Despicable Me film wasn't quite as good, but still very enjoyable. The Minions film is crap. It's not a very good film. It never works when you take these like kind of side characters who, like the Minions, who are there for kind of comic relief. They're there to be funny. So when you take them and you make a movie about them, it doesn't work. Another recent example of that is the Madagascar series with the penguins, and they decided to make like a penguin movie, and that was not very good. These characters are there, side characters for a reason. So when he tried to make them a main character, it really it doesn't work very well. So the Minions film was just not very good. But now the third in the Despicable Me series, um, this was I enjoyed the film. There were a lot of really good laughs in the film. Um, like I said before, the Minions kind of steal the movie. They are the best part of the movie. The children in the film, Agnes, like the youngest kid, she has this little side adventure that she goes out on. The oldest one also has like a little side adventure that she has as well. And the Minions, they have their own kind of like side adventure. They end up in prison. I mean, you see that in the trailers. So, and all of that was like, oh, sorry, really good and really funny. But our main character grew, and his brother Drew. It Nothing for me personally worked about the main story. The main story itself was just boring. It was very uninteresting, and it does nothing, I think, to enhance or improve or progress the kind of the Despicable Me universe that they have. And it's not an uncommon problem. I don't think it is. No. Um, if we look at the first Despicable Me, kind of small spoiler here. Um, the first Despicable Me is about Gru, who is like this evil genius, and he likes doing bad things, and he does lots of bad things, and then he meets these three girls who they kind of adopt him. Ooh, sorry. um, and they change him into a good guy. So that's the first movie. The first movie is about this bad person becoming a good person, and you have your resolution, you have your ending. He becomes good. So now in Despicable Me 2 and Despicable Me 3, we have to find some way of resetting. So we have to make Gru a bad person again, and then he becomes good again. And we kind of get that also in Despicable Me 3. kind of resetting everything. Oh, he's good, but then he's bad, and now he's good, and so it's just the same story, repeating and repeating, and it gets a little obnoxious and boring. So the main story itself is nothing. It's stupid. It's not good, but all of the side characters in this movie really make the film and really make the film very interesting, and it was really enjoyable. uh, my niece and my nephew both enjoyed the film. To be honest, my niece, I don't think I've heard her laugh so loud before. She just really enjoyed it, especially the Minions. She really loves the Minions. She really enjoyed watching the Minions. And there were like three times in this film that she was just laughing loudly, just very loudly. Like, I kind of looked at her like, are you okay? What's going on here? Are you okay, right? And kind of counter to what I usually say about the Japanese people in the movie theater. Kids were laughing at this, which I really enjoyed that. I think that kind of helped me to enjoy the movie more. Actually, watching movies with kids helped me. Oh, sorry. Usually you go to the movies and kids are like running around and everything and just making noise for no reason except they're kids. But Japanese kids are maybe a little more polite, but so they don't usually run around and they're not just talking and everything. But they do laugh. And they were laughing during this film, and I think that just helps create a better environment for everyone to enjoy the film more. So I have to say that the main story for me, I didn't get it. I just didn't enjoy it. It wasn't anything that good, but I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5, a 3.5 out of 5, because my niece and my nephew laughed. My niece really laughed very loudly. All of the other kind of kids in the audience really were enjoying it and laughing. So there was a really good atmosphere in the theater when I saw the film. I laughed quite a few times because of the side characters. So it's a fun movie. If you like the other Despicable Me films or the films with the Minions. Um, this is it's not. It's you get Minions. I'll say that you get the Minions. You get a very good version of the Minions, not the Minions movie version. No, 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 no. Some really good Minion stuff in here, which is really good. It's really funny. Some of the use in the music with the Minions, and aside from that, also just with the bad guy, one of the bad guys. Ooh, my foot is asleep. Um, Use of music I thought was really really good in this film as well. Um, but again, I'm sorry, I keep going on. I'm really red. Um, the bad guy. I thought the bad guy in this film was really good, and I really enjoyed the bad guy in this film. But the bad guy has such a small role. Um, if it was just Gru versus this bad guy who I can't remember his name really because he wasn't there enough. If it was just Gru versus this bad guy, that would have been, I think, a much better movie than his twin brother thing or whatever. Oh, who cares? I don't. But yeah, I give the movie 3.5 out of 5 because, again, I enjoyed the film. I just enjoyed the film. All right. So until next time, please have a nice